So when you mention the fact that this is not yet a team, right? Also over the weekend, in the game against Bordeaux, which they won 3-0, they were booed. Where by they I mean Messi and Neymar. When they touched the ball, when they were introduced, and when they touched the ball during the match, they got boos. My question around that is: are these fans right for expressing their disappointment for yet another season that ends without Champions League glory, in the manner that they did against the targeted players that they remonstrated against? Also, is this proof that Messi made the wrong choice by joining this not team, as you would describe it? This collection of individuals.
I think the fans are in the right to be upset, because there are ways to lose a football match, as was said by Roy Keane. When you look at the Manchester derby, we're like,
should they be booing them?
Yeah, maybe booing won't particularly help, but you need to show your frustration as fans. I mean, and there are limited number of ways that you can do that, unless you want to go on social media, trolling and whatnot, and throwing things on the pitch. I think it's a fair reaction from what they saw on the pitch midweek. I think it's only fair to express your disappointment, because I do feel, Jay Wuti, if you guys had shown up, because if you know how they were beaten in the final of the Champions League against Bayern, you can live with that. Bayern were just a machine. They were running over everyone and just happened to be in the way at the time. But if you go into the tie with the lead and you're up again in the same game up until the 60th minute and you bottle it, sure you have to be angry, sure you have to be frustrated. And in hindsight, to answer your Messi question, it seemed to me at the time that it was a question of money. It seemed, if not PSG, it's Man City, because of who can afford to pay his wages. And given those two particular teams, it must have been easier maybe to ride the juggernaut that is City, maybe. But this is all said in hindsight. It all looked to us like an all-conquering European side when they joined the forces of Messi, Neymar and Mbappe together. Like, these guys must win Champions League. So it's a bit of an easy way to say he shouldn't have gone. But if the issue was money and the only candidates who could afford was PSG or City, I can't blame him now. But it's not been fantastic either at Paris.
So I think fans have a right to voice out frustrations, because they are the people to whom the product exists for, and the reason that these guys can be paid as much as they paid is because of fans putting their money into the game. So if fans can cheer, I believe they have every right also to boo, except for these fans, and to whom they were booing.
Why except for these fans?
Which is tied to whom they were directing their boos to. You have some goal to begin with.
I need to hear this.
PSG are 9 times French champions. They are 0 times Champions League champions. And the 7 of the 9 league titles have come after the takeover by the Qatari group. You have no history of being a big team. Yes, you are situated in Paris, one of the marquee cities of the world, the fashion capital of the world in some quarters. But you are not a big team. You don't have the history. You don't have the capacity, big man.
But
and for me, now you had been taken over. You have these funds that have been pumped into your club, and yes, those expectations have been raised. But in a Champions League season, we know obviously only one team can win at a time, and the Champions League, when you consider Chelsea being 2 times Champions League champions in the last 10 years, that is the only time there have been new winners of this competition in the last, from going back 20-25 years. The Champions League is won by a select few teams. You don't just rock up into the Champions League and win it. I don't even care how much money you put into your club. Man City have not won it yet. They also have had the benefactor that PSG have had. So these fans, when their expectations are such that if you don't win the Champions League, then that's a failed season, I can say that for you, yes, be disappointed, and maybe if you boo the whole team, I might not have any issues with that, considering that, as I'm saying, one, you don't have any history to write home about. And then you are booing Messi and Neymar. Messi and Neymar. As Fabregas said that people are quick to forget. I suppose these fans don't have a memory of Messi being a great player in the PSG shirt. So they're not forgetting what he's done for them because he hasn't done anything for them. But he has done something for you in that he chose to play for PSG. Neymar as well. Sure, his release clause was triggered by that mammoth amount. But Neymar also, in the peak of his career, left Suarez and Messi and came to PSG with the idea that they would win the Champions League. And then they did add Messi. That I understand. But if you're going to target those two players, because in your minds, this was not Messi at the Camp Nou making promises to the crowd that now that I'm here, this is what is going to happen. He did express that he's got hopes, and the reason that he joined this team is because they've got a good collection of players, and there's a great chance for him to win the Champions League, which is his goal as well. And then when it doesn't happen, you have, as I'm saying, you have the unmitigated goal to boo the goat.
Can I just say that
the hell you think you
when
are?
they were taking over and they were winning league titles at a canter, they did that before Neymar came, before Messi came. They were doing it in Abu Zlatan, Abu Cavani, and they were fine before those guys came in terms of running the league. Number two, if Modric at age 36 is running past Neymar, running past three other people, there's no other Messi there trying to stop him to provide a goal for a team that is losing at the Bernabeu. And Messi cannot be seen doing any defensive work. Neymar cannot be seen doing any defensive work when it matters. You guys just need to have defended for the last 20 minutes. Forsake your
they're not booing the defenders though. And you said that the reason those goals came in mostly was because of the defense. They didn't boo those players. They targeted these particular players, Neymar and Messi.
True. What I'm saying is that if you guys are what I said about our Kimpembe no writings, I don't think they're at that level where they are world beaters in terms of being defenders.
So it should be expected of them. Is that what you're saying?
Not expected, but I'm just
saying
they
haven't earned boost because they're not good enough to earn the boost.
No, I'm not saying they haven't earned boost. What I'm saying is that when we look at effort, Jay, if you are incapable of doing a particular thing, but you are trying. See, here's the one thing that people keep saying about Fred, that Fred is not a world class. You even argue, does Fred deserve the United shirt? But you can never question Fred's commitment. You can never question Fred's application. Right? Fred is not Rodri, Fred is not Kevin De Bruyne, but you can never question his application. But when you have a superstar, and let's go straight to the point. This team was built to win the Champions League. They added Messi to win the Champions League, Donnarumma, Ramos, and all those signings. If you've got those guys, and those guys that we've added to get us to the Champions League are not trying, heck, I'm going to be upset. If you guys will be added to do something.
Your opinion is that they're booing them because of the effort. I've said this before in the past that Messi has ghosted, in my opinion, in some big matches, which is disappointing and which is worth mentioning. And in my overall view of his career, this is something that needs to come into the reckoning when you measure his career. But when you going to mention people like Fred because of their effort, what I'm saying is this game. Yes, in this game, their effort might have not been what you would have expected of them, and as a result, they were knocked out. But if you express that disappointment for the team, okay. But when you are channeling towards these particular guys, and when you consider what these guys have done, this is the same reason when Ronaldo was not scoring for however many goals, for however many games for Manchester United. I don't think any fan in the world has any right to put any kind of disappointment on that level on that guy. Similarly with Messi, he has done enough in his career where, yes, you can say this is not what we expect.
That does not buy you a pass for performances.
When the rest of your teammates are not being booed, Chuck. When the rest of your teammates are not being booed.
You can't walk onto a pitch and say, guys, here's my CV, don't ask much more from me. That is not football. You have to apply yourself. Messi win us the game. Where is that Messi who was winning our Copa crying and celebrating for an entire match? What is Messi win us the game when there's 11? Literally, as I'm saying, you said their defense were culprits, but they were not targeted as culprits. The only culprits, the scapegoat. So let me ask you directly. Mm-hmm. The reason that they are out of the Champions League is because of Messi and Neymar more than anybody else. No, but the whole team sucked. But what I'm saying is that it is easy to point out the guys who are not trying. That's what I'm upset about. I'm sad that my team is not there, but those guys are not trying. Are they the ones who earned the booze over and above the rest of the team? We don't. Dog, if these guys were trying, at least we'd say with the team lost. I'm asking you a direct question. Did they earn booze, the two of them, over and above the whole team? If you're not trying, yes, you earn a boo. If you're not trying. Over and above the whole team. They were the two worst players on that PSG side. They are the two biggest reasons why they're not in the Champions League any longer. If you're not trying for the team, yes.
because everybody else put in a bigger effort than they did.
I don't care about your CV. If you're not trying today,
everybody else put in a bigger effort than they did.
We're on the brink of a collapse. We need you to try, and you're not going to run back.
Everybody else put in a greater effort more than the two of them. Yes or no?
When 36-year-olds are running past you guys, forget it.
Asking you a direct question.
The team that was dominated by Chelsea.
I am asking you a direct question.
It.
The 9 other guys at the pitch at the time with them put in a greater effort.
Not as much as Messi. Not as much.
Did they put in a greater effort? Yes or no?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
They weren't good, but yes, they did.
We can end it there. That's a lie, straight up. But
because what did Messi bring to the table? Defend him. You've got 2 minutes. What did Messi bring to the table? On the day.
Which was not what everybody else did. I just told you he had a disappointing game. Do I think that he had a more disappointing game than the rest of the players?
Let's break it down.
No, I don't.
In your eyes, did Messi try? That's what I want to know. Did Messi try?
No, as I've said,
the rest of the team had a disappointing game. That's why they're out.
Ask me the question: did the rest of the team try? If I'm comparing it to what Messi did, I don't think they were better. Or they were better than him. I don't think he was worse off than the rest of his team. You might have high expectations, but he was not worse off.